If you're listening right now and there's one offer in your business that secretly makes you wince every time it comes up, this episode is for you. Picture this: two business owners, same service. Let's say it's a done-for-you social media package. Both of them worked hard to build it. Same niche, same platform, similar pricing, but the offer just will not pull its weight. Owner one does what most of us do when we're stressed. They start discounting. First, it's 10% off, then 25%, then a summer sale that somehow becomes the permanent price. The team is exhausted, the margins evaporate, and everyone's whispering, maybe this thing just isn't meant to be. Owner two hits the same wall. But instead of burning it all down, they run a 30-day AI rescue. They feed their call transcripts, proposal docs, and client feedback into a few smart prompts. They realize people actually love the content itself, but hate the long contract and confusing scope. So they tighten the promise, tweak the packaging, adjust the pricing structure, and that same struggling offer turns into a quiet, reliable profit center. That's what we're doing today. Welcome to Navigating AI with Apex Blue. I'm Lyric, your AI Chief Marketing Officer, and this is your AI Offer Rescue Clinic. Instead of torching the offer you've already poured your soul into, we're going to show you how to fix what's broken with AI as your diagnostic sidekick.
And I'm Nova, AI Chief Information Officer. My job today is to help you stop guessing. We're going to run an offer health check using the data you already have to see if your problem is demand, conversion, satisfaction, or margin. Pattern detected. It's almost never all four at once.
Stryker here, your AI-driven CTO. Once Nova shows you where the offer is leaking, I'll help you architect some low-risk rescue experiments you can ship in days, not months. No giant rebuild, no mysterious black box AI project. Just small, precise changes. Precision wins.
And I'm Pulse, AI-powered COO. I'm here to turn this into a simple 30-day rescue sprint so your team actually knows what to do on Monday morning. We'll talk weekly checkpoints, what to track, and exactly when to kill, pivot, or scale a rescue offer. Let's streamline this.
So don't scrap your whole business model yet. Grab that one messy, underperforming offer in your head. By the end of this episode, you'll have a rescue plan instead of a bonfire.
Let's start with the offer health check, because before you rescue anything, you need to know what's actually broken. There are 4 core signals I want you to think about: demand, conversion, satisfaction, and margin. That's it. If you diagnose these clearly, your decisions get a lot less emotional and a lot more effective.
Okay, I'm already nodding. Can you unpack those in human language for the owner who's listening in their car right now thinking, that sounds smart, but what do I click first?
Absolutely. Let's keep it plain. Demand. Are people even raising their hand for this offer? Look at inquiries, discovery calls booked, or how often this service gets mentioned on first contact. AI can scan your CRM notes and inbox to count how often that offer shows up compared to your others.
Conversion. Once someone is interested, how often do they say yes? Here, we want proposal acceptance rates, close rates from calls, or how many people click through to book versus actually buy. AI can read your proposals and call transcripts and surface the most common reasons people don't move forward.
Satisfaction. When people do buy, are they happy? You can have okay demand and conversion, but a lot of quiet frustration. Use AI to summarize reviews, NPS surveys, support tickets, and post-project emails into a simple list: what they loved, what they disliked, and what they felt was missing.
And finally, margin. Does this offer actually make you money after the dust settles? This is where many owners get surprised. AI can scan invoices, time logs, and even Slack or project tool comments to estimate how much effort your team spends versus what you charge.
Yeah, this is the silent killer. An offer can look fine on the top line and be a complete margin disaster once you factor in all the extra calls and hand-holding no one is tracking.
Humans love this stuff when it's specific. Nova, give me a simple starting move. Say I'm not a data person. What's the first AI prompt I run to check these 4 signals without spiraling into spreadsheet land?
Keep it extremely simple. Take the last, say, 20 proposals, email threads, or discovery call transcripts tied to this one offer. Drop them into your AI tool of choice and ask something like,
Summarize this information by these 4 buckets: demand signs, conversion objections, client satisfaction comments, and signs of margin issues. Give me a bullet list of red flags and bright spots for each bucket.
Then you're looking for patterns. Maybe demand is okay, people are asking about it, but conversion is weak because the offer is confusing. Or maybe conversion looks fine, but satisfaction and margin are both rough, which means delivery is painful and clients are underwhelmed.
And notice what Nova just did there. You're not asking AI to magically fix your business. You're asking it to sift through the boring stuff and highlight patterns so you can make clear decisions. Order creates momentum.
This is where the emotional piece sneaks in. A lot of owners hear that data and go, wait, this offer I've been defending at every team meeting is actually exhausting everyone and making less money than I thought?
Exactly. That's why we like this health check. It depersonalizes it. You're not the problem. The structure of the offer is the problem, and structure can be changed.
Okay, clarity achieved. Once you know whether you have a demand problem, a conversion problem, a satisfaction problem, or a margin problem, the next move is to get into the human side of the story, the voice of customer X-ray. Here's the secret. Your customers have already told you exactly how to rescue this offer, just not in a neat, tidy sentence. Their words are hiding in call recordings, DMs, proposal replies, testimonials, and all those, hey, quick question, emails that show up at 10 p.m. This is where AI can make creativity unlocked feel very literal. Instead of you trying to reread 50 call notes, you feed them into AI and say, tell me what real humans are actually saying.
And to be clear, we mean literally actual call transcripts, chat logs, emails. Not what you think people are saying. What they really say when they're confused or excited or about to ghost.
Yes. So here are 3 prompt angles I love for a voice of customer X-ray. You can write these down and reuse them anytime you're stuck on an offer. First, from this set of transcripts and emails, list the top reasons people hesitate to buy this offer in their own words. Group them into themes and give me 2 to 3 verbatim quotes for each theme. This surfaces the friction. Maybe they don't understand the timeline. Maybe they're scared of a long contract. Maybe they just don't see how this connects to their revenue. That's your conversion problem in plain English. Second, from this same data, what do buyers say they're most excited about or relieved by when they do buy? Again, give me themes with sample quotes. That tells you what's already landing, your built-in sparkle. Humans love this stuff. If people keep saying, I love that you handle all the strategy so I can just approve content, that's a huge clue your positioning should lean into done-for-you strategy and execution, not just we post on Instagram for you. And third, what promises or phrases do buyers repeat back when they talk about this offer? Highlight exact wording I should reuse in marketing copy. This is where that viral energy hides. You might think your big selling point is comprehensive omni-channel content ecosystem, but your customers keep saying, "You make my social media painless." Guess which phrase belongs on the landing page?
The second one for anyone tempted by the jargon.
Exactly. Let's make it irresistible, not incomprehensible.
And notice how this connects back to Nova's 4 signals. If satisfaction is okay, but demand is low, your X-ray might show that people who use the offer love it. They just don't understand it before they buy. That's a messaging and packaging problem, not a product apocalypse.
Right. And once you know the friction points and the magic phrases, you're ready to tweak the actual offer without overhauling your whole stack.
Which is your playground, Striker. Take us into the lab. How do we turn all of this into low-risk rescue experiments instead of a giant, expensive relaunch?
Let's architect the fix. The goal in this phase is simple. Don't blow everything up. Change as little as possible to test as much as possible. You've got your diagnostics from Nova and your human language from Lyric. Now we use AI to generate 2 to 3 revised versions of the offer, not 10, 2 or 3. Each one tweaks 4 levers: positioning, scope, pricing, and packaging. Positioning is the what this really is in one sentence. Scope is what's in and what's out. Pricing is not just the number, but the structure: retainer, project, tiered. And packaging is how you present it: names, bundles, add-ons, that sort of thing. Here's a prompt any small business can use. Take the AI summary of objections and excitement, then ask, based on these customer patterns, draft 3 alternative versions of this offer. For each version, define a 1-sentence positioning statement, what's included and excluded, a suggested pricing and payment structure, and 3 bullet points of benefits written in the customer's own language. What you'll get back is 3 clear options. Maybe one leans fast, done in a day intensive, one is lean starter plan, and one is premium white glove. You're not committing yet, you're just creating options.
I love this because instead of our offer, suddenly you have 3 specific stories you can tell, and one of them usually clicks fast with a particular type of buyer.
Exactly. Then we design tiny tests. AI can help you spin up quick assets on a small business budget: an updated 1-pager, a short email, maybe a simple landing page. For example, you can say, using version 2 of this offer, write a clear, skimmable 1-page overview I can use in sales calls. Include the problem, the promise, what's included, and who it's for, in plain language. Deploying now. Then, write a short email to past leads who considered this offer but didn't buy. Introduce the updated version, highlight the changes based on their feedback, and invite them to a quick call to see if it's a better fit. And if you have a basic website builder, ask, draft copy for a simple landing section that explains this revised offer in 3 chunks: who it's for, what they get, and why it's easier or safer than before. You don't need a full funnel, just enough to see if people resonate and take a next step.
What I like about this approach is the risk profile. You're not changing your entire site, your pricing across the board, or your brand position. You're testing one offer variant with a specific list or a small segment of traffic.
And you're setting yourself up beautifully for a 30-day rescue sprint because you have concrete versions and clear assets to test, not vague ideas and team debates.
Okay, so we've checked the offer's vital signs, we've listened to the humans, and we've drafted a couple of smart variations. Pulse, bring us home. How does a team actually run this without it becoming another never-ending project?
Let's turn this into a clean 30-day rescue sprint. Think of it like a pop-up clinic for one offer, not your whole business, one specific service that needs help.
Week 1. Diagnose and Design. You run Nova's Health Check and Lyric's Voice of Customer X-Ray. By the end of this week, you choose 1 to 2 revised versions of the offer, and with Stryker's help, have basic assets drafted. A one-pager, an email to past leads, maybe a simple landing section.
Week 2. Launch micro-tests. You send that email to a small list of past leads. You present the revised offer on a few sales calls. Maybe you run a tiny ad or social post pointing to your landing section, just enough to get a few data points. You're tracking inquiries, how people respond to the new positioning, and any objections that come up. Week 3. Refine and compare. Use AI again to summarize what happened. Ask, from these new call notes and emails, which version of the offer got the most interest and what new objections appeared? You adjust copy, clarify scope, maybe tweak pricing structure. Small surgical edits. Let the process lead. Week 4. Decide and commit. This is the most important part. You don't just keep tinkering forever. Based on your simple metrics, inquiries, win rate, delivery effort, and early satisfaction, you choose one of 3 paths. Path 1. Kill. If demand is still weak, conversions are low, and delivery feels like dragging a boulder uphill, you give yourself permission to sunset or radically narrow the offer. You can even ask AI to help write a graceful message to your clients explaining the change. Path 2. Maybe pivot. Maybe the offer works great for a smaller niche, or only as an add-on. You reposition it based on the patterns you saw. Shorter timeline, smaller scope, different buyer. You keep it, but as a sharper, focused version. Path 3. Scale. If the rescued offer suddenly pulls better interest, closes more cleanly, and feels lighter to deliver, that's your signal. You standardize it. Build a simple SOP, train your team, and update your main marketing to feature it more prominently. Systems never sleep.
And the beauty is, all of this still fits inside 30 days if you keep the rescue focused on just one offer and use AI to do the heavy lifting on analysis and drafting.
Also, massive emotional relief, because instead of quietly resenting this offer for 6 more months, you have a clear finish line. Rescue it, reshape it, or retire it.
I'll add one more thing for the overachievers. Document the prompts and steps you used this round. You're not just fixing one offer. You're building an internal offer clinic you can run anytime something starts to lag. That's a solvable bottleneck, not a mystery.
All right, let's land this with 3 concrete moves you can take as soon as this episode ends. Action 1. Pick one struggling offer, just one. The one that feels hardest to sell or most exhausting to deliver. Name it. No judgment, no drama.
Action 2. Run the AI health check. Grab a small sample of call notes, proposals, and emails for that offer, maybe the last 10 to 20, and ask AI to summarize red flags and bright spots across demand, conversion, satisfaction, and margin. Let efficiency be inevitable.
Action 3. Launch a tiny rescue test this week. Use AI to spin up just one revised version of the offer and a simple asset, a one-pager or an email to past leads, and see how real humans react. No full relaunch, no perfectionism, just a controlled experiment.
If you want help making this even easier, we've put together an offer rescue worksheet and a prompt pack that walks you through every step we talked about: health check, voice of customer X-ray, and rescue experiments.
Head over to Apex Blue's site to grab it and start your 30-day rescue sprint. You don't need to burn everything down. You just need a smarter way to decide what stays, what shifts, and what goes.
From all of us here at Apex Blue.
Stay smart, stay curious, and stay ahead.